laughed today and didn't break. That felt like something new. I walked past all the memories and didn't look for you. The mirror still feels unfamiliar, but I see a little light in the girl I almost lost, learning how to survive. I'm not okay, but I'm breathing, and maybe that's enough. I'm almost me again, but I still say your name in the quiet of my nights, when healing feels the same. I'm standing on my own 2 feet, but I stumble now and then. I don't miss who I was with you. I miss who I was before. I'm almost me again. I packed away the pieces of the love I tried to save. Stop blaming all my kindness for the reasons you walked away. I still flinch when love gets close, still question what is real. But I'm learning broken hearts can learn how to heal. Some scars don't fade away, they just stop bleeding. I'm almost me again, learning how to trust. I stopped chasing after you, started choosing us just one. I still feel you in my chest when the world closes in. I'm not where I was before, but I'm almost me again. If loving you was losing me, then leaving was my cure. I gave you all my everything, you gave me unsure. I won't rewrite our ending, I'll just turn the page. Thank you for the lesson, even through the pain. I don't hate you, I just don't need you anymore. I'm almost me again, and that's enough for now. I'm smiling without forcing it, I'm finding solid ground. One day I'll love without fear, without second guessing when. But tonight I'll hold this moment. I'm almost me again. Maybe I'm not who I was, and that's not a loss. I'm becoming someone stronger because of what we lost. We said goodbye like strangers do. No tears left, just silence falling through. Your name still lives inside my breath. Even after we ran out of us and faith, the room felt cold without your voice, like love was never really a choice. I tried to move on, I tried to forget, but some hearts don't know how to quit. I loved you after the end, when the story was already burned, when your hands weren't holding mine, and your heart had found another time. I loved you in the wreckage, in the words we never said, even when you were gone. I loved you after the end. Your shadow followed me home, in every song and every roll. I smiled like I was okay, but my nights still whispered your name. You found your peace somewhere else, while I learned how to love by myself. They say time heals what breaks inside, but it only taught me how to hide. I loved you after the end, when forever didn't mean again, when the promises faded away and tomorrow never came. I loved you through the silence, through the truth I couldn't bend, even when you were gone. I loved you after the end. If love was a war, I stayed too long, fighting for something already gone. I let you leave, I let you go, but my heart never got the memo. Some goodbyes don't really end, they just learn how to pretend. I don't blame you for moving on, I just wish my heart was that strong. I loved you after the end, after the last I love you was said, when your eyes no longer searched for mine, and your world no longer needed my time. I loved you without dimension, without hope, without defense, even when I was alone. I loved you after the end. Now I'm learning how to let you be, a memory that still lives in me. If loving you was my only sin, I'd do it all again, even after the end. You packed your words into a suitcase, left the truth behind the door, said you needed time to breathe again, but I knew it was more. I watched your shadow leave the room before you said goodbye. Your silence spoke in sentences I couldn't deny. You promised we would talk it through, but you were pieces on my own. Keep loving you in a house that never felt like home. You found your freedom somewhere else, while I learned what it meant to be the one who didn't run. I stayed when you left. Your name still lives in little things, like songs we used to play. I tell myself I'm moving on, but I'm just getting through the day. You said this wasn't anyone's fault, like that makes it okay. But hearts don't heal with careful words when love walks away. I waited for a sign from you, like waiting made you stay. I stayed when you left, when every reason screamed to go. I fought a war you'd already lost and never told me so. You closed the door without a sound. I stood in the wreckage you made, trying to understand why I stayed when you left. Maybe loving you was easy, letting go was hard. I gave you all the best of me, you kept your guard. If staying was my weakness, I'd still do it again, because loving you felt real, even at the end. I don't regret the love I gave, I regret you couldn't stay. I stayed when you left, when hope was running thin. I kept believing in us, you stopped believing in. Kept loving you was losing me. I finally accept that sometimes hearts don't leave together. I stayed when you left. And now I'm learning how to walk away from what we almost meant. I gave you everything I had. I stayed when you left. Gave you every part of me that I was scared to show. I believed in all your promises, like they were carved in stone. We talked about forever, like you didn't need a plan. I held on to what we felt and not to who you really were. I ignored the cracks between us, called them growing pains. I thought love could fix the things you wouldn't change. I thought love was enough to keep you by my side, enough to make you stay, enough to You started drifting further, even when you were close. I felt you slipping through my hands, but I never let it show. I kept choosing you daily while you questioned everything. I was building us a future. You were looking for an escape. I stayed quiet when it hurt, so you wouldn't see me break. I thought love was enough to hold us together, enough to survive the doubts and storms we couldn't weather. I thought saying I love you meant we wouldn't be undone, but love can't fight alone. I thought love was enough. If loving you was easy, letting go is cruel. I learned the hardest lesson, that love needs more than truth. It needs showing up when it's heavy, when it's rough. I gave you all of me, you gave up. I don't regret the love I gave, I regret I gave it alone. I thought love was enough, but I was wrong this time. It takes two hearts choosing, not one crossing every line. If loving you means losing me, I finally let you go. Take my heart and heal it slow. I thought love was enough. Now I'm learning how to love myself the way you never could. I thought love was enough. I wish it had been. The house still echoes when I breathe, like it's waiting on your sound. I sleep on only half the bed, like you might still be around. I reach for you without thinking, then remember what is true, that love is something I must learn all over without you. I built my world around your heart, now I'm lost inside the view. I'm learning how to love without you, how to wake up and be okay, how to smile without pretending that you didn't walk away. I'm learning how to hold myself when I'm missing what we knew. Every step feels like goodbye. Learning how to love without you. Your name still lives in little things, like songs we used to play. I talk about you in the past, but feel you every day. You moved on like it was easy, like love don't leave a scar. time just taught me true. I'm learning how to love without you when the nights get heavy and long. I'm learning how to sit with silence instead of writing you songs. I'm learning how to let you go without breaking in two. It hurts more than I ever knew. Learning how to love without you. If loving you was losing me, then staying was my mistake. I gave you every piece I had, you gave up when it got late. I don't hate you for leaving, I just wish you tried. Some love teaches you how to stay, some teaches you how to survive. I still miss you, but I miss myself too. I'm learning how to love without you, one quiet day at a time. I'm choosing me when it's painful instead of losing my mind. Maybe love will find me again when my heart is finally through. But tonight I'll take one more breath, learning how to love without you. If love ever asks me again, I'll answer honest and true. I loved you with all I had. Now I'm learning how to love without you. We talk about you like your history, like your name don't shake my chest. I say we were, not we are, but my heart hasn't learned that yet. Your laughter lives in yesterday, in corners of my mind. I keep tripping over memories I thought I left behind. I smile when they ask if I'm okay, like love's not something I still trace. Now it's love in the past tense. We were not, we are. I say your name like it's over, but it still hits me hard. I loved you without conditions. Now I'm learning how to pretend that you and I were just a chapter. Love in the past tense. Your clothes are gone, the room is quiet, but your ghost won't move away. Every plan we didn't finish still shows up in my days. You found a way to let me go like it was nothing new. I'm stuck here translating silence into now a truth of losing you. I thought time would change the sound of goodbye echoing around. Now it's love in the past tense, something I survived. in the past tense. If loving you was grammar, I got every word wrong. I built up forever on something that couldn't last long. You conjugated leaving like it came so easy, while I'm still stuck on us and what we used to be. I don't hate you, I just miss who I was with you. Now it's love in the past tense, a story ending slow. I say I'm moving forward, but I still look back though. If letting go's a lesson, I'm learning it again, trying to turn my heartbeat into love in the past tense. Maybe one day I'll say your name and it won't hurt like this. Until then I'll keep living in love we used to exist. You left your coffee in the sink, your jacket still smells like rain. I replay the last thing you said, like it might explain the pain. You smiled like nothing was wrong, like we still had time to spare. But love doesn't warn you when it's done, it just disappears. You didn't slam the door, you didn't break my heart out loud. You just slowly faded, and somehow that hurt more. I'm still waiting for the goodbye you didn't say, the moment where the truth would fall and I'd finally be okay. You walked away so quietly, like I was meant to understand. Now I'm stuck loving the silence of the goodbye you didn't say. Your name still lights up my phone, but I know it's just my mind. Every promise we never broke is breaking me tonight. I keep thinking you'll come back, like this is just a phase. But hope is cruel when it survives after love escapes. You didn't choose someone else, you didn't say we were through. You just stopped choosing me, like I wasn't you. I'm still waiting for the goodbye you didn't say. You left me here with questions and a heart that won't obey. You moved on without a sound, like I'd be okay that way. Now I'm learning how to breathe through the stood there in the cold. Some endings need a voice, some love needs one last line. You took the words I needed most and left them behind. I don't miss the fighting, I miss feeling safe, I miss knowing where we stood before you slipped away. I'm done waiting for the goodbye you didn't say. I'll write it for you in my heart and walk the pain away. If loving you was my mistake, I'll own it every way. But I won't live my life in the silence of the goodbye you didn't say. This is me letting go, without closure, without grace, saying goodbye to someone who never said it to my face. The house was louder than your voice, but when you said it couldn't work, we stood there holding broken dreams, pretending it didn't hurt. Your eyes were looking past me like I wasn't standing there. I knew the moment found me, I'd be loving you from somewhere else. I could have begged you to stay, but I saw the truth in your face. It was the night I let you go, and my heart said please, and I said okay. I chose your peace over my own and watched our forever fade. I didn't stop loving you, I just stopped holding on. That was the night I let you go and learned how to be alone. Your jacket still hung by the door, like you might come back around. I memorized the sound of us breaking without a sound. I packed away our photographs, but not the way you felt. Some love stays heavy in your chest long after someone else. I waited for you to turn around, but you never looked back once. It was the night I let you go, and silence filled the space you left. I smiled so you wouldn't see just how much I lost myself. I didn't stop loving you, I I hope you find what you're looking for, even if it's not me. That was the night I let you go, when I chose myself at last. I stopped reliving every word, stopped rewriting the past. I'll carry what we used to be, but I won't live it again. That was the night I let you go, the night my healing began. And now when I think of your name, it doesn't hurt the same, because sometimes letting go is how you learn to stay. We were coffee getting cold at midnight, plans we never really made. Your hand fit mine like it was right, but somehow we still slipped away. We talked about forever lightly, like it wasn't something real. Now your name's just background noise in a life I never meant to feel. I still see us in passing moments, like we're frozen in between. Not strangers, not forever, just a broken almost dream. We were almost everything, but not enough to stay. Almost love, almost trust, almost finding our way. We were standing at the doorway, with our hearts in the open air, so close to being everything, but we never quite got there. Your silence learned my favorite songs and stopped singing along. You started calling less and less, like loving me felt wrong. I held on to the good parts, like they could save the rest. But you can't fix a breaking heart by loving it your best. You didn't mean to let me down, but you didn't fight to stay. And that's the kind of leaving that doesn't fade away. We were everything, but it slipped right through our hands. Maybe in another life we didn't give up so fast. Maybe love was braver then and didn't live in the past. I still wonder who I'd be if your heart stayed that day. If almost didn't become the reason you walked away. I don't hate you, I just miss who we were meant to be. We were almost everything, and that's what hurts the most. Loving you was like holding on to something almost whole. I'll carry what we almost were in every step I take. So close to being everything, but almost was our fate. Now I'm learning how to breathe again without you next to me. We were almost everything, but almost all we'll ever be. The room still breathes the way it did when love was loud and close. Now every wall just listens to the things I never spoke. I say I'm fine to everyone, like it's an easy truth, but silence keeps repeating everything about you. I try to drown you out with time, but time just makes it worse. It's your name in my silence every time I'm alone. In the spaces between heartbeats where I thought I'd grown strong, I don't say it out loud, but it's always there. Even when I'm smiling, you're my quietest prayer. Your shadow still knows the way back into my days. I fold my grief into small talk so no one sees the ache. You moved on like it was simple, like love just fades away. I'm still learning how to breathe without hearing you stay. I thought forgetting would be loud, but it's this quiet that hurts now. It's your name in my silence, written deep in my chest. Now I'm hurting the same way. It's your name in my silence when the world falls asleep. In the moments I survive, but don't know how to keep. If letting go is louder than loving you in pain, I'll learn how to be quiet without whispering your name. One day, silence will heal, and our mind won't hurt like this. Until then, I'll carry love in all the words I miss.